The Honorable Ole Sankok.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me an opportunity to contribute in such an important function of this House, the function of budgeting and resource allocation to various ministries, departments, and agencies of the government, Honorable Speaker, which is our sole mandate here. Honorable Speaker, and there is some issues that I would like to touch. One of them is ACPO, a program started by my president, His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, with very good intention to uplift the life of the vulnerable members of our society. ACPO in full mean access to government procurement opportunities by persons with disabilities, youth, and women. Honorable Speaker, this stand at 30% of all contracts that are given out by the government, that it should be given to this group. Honorable Speaker, but persons with disabilities have been marginalized within the marginalized groups, because when issuing ACPO, Honorable Speaker, or those contracts to the three groups, they have been able to give, because women have the backing of their husbands, 25%. Youth are faster than persons with disability, so they end up having 4.5%. What only remains for persons with disability is 0.5%. Honorable Speaker, The
Honorable Millie Odhiambo, what is out of order?
Mr. Speaker, sir, I don't know whether the honorable member is in order to mislead this House. He has just said that the women are advantaged because when they are applying for ACPO, they have the backing of their husbands. Mr. Speaker is misleading the House by presuming that all the women who are applying for ACPO are married and that their husbands are able. Mr. Speaker, in what we call intersectionality, we have women who are disabled who are not married and others who are married with poor husbands. So is it in order to mislead this House?
The Honorable Millie, you are absolutely right. Every woman, every man in this country is equal before the law. The Honorable Sankok.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Before I was rudely interrupted by Honorable Millie, who is a very good contributor in this House, Honorable Speaker, and very intelligent member of Parliament. But I say that majority of women have the backing of their husband. Therefore, they take 25% of the chunk that is supposed to be given to the three groups. 4.5% go to the youth, and only 0.5% remain with the person with disability. And sometimes the tenders that are given to person with disability are not economically viable. Supply of toothpick, supply of toilet papers, and supply of such things that will not economically empower them. And even on top of supplying, Honorable Speaker, they are still pending bills. Some of this well thought out program by our president to empower us have become as a curse, Honorable Speaker, because some of persons with disability have committed suicide because they have borrowed from the banks, they have done the contract that have been awarded under ACPO, Honorable Speaker, but they are not paid, and the banks are after them. They are being auctioned, and some of them have gone into even more poverty than when they applied for these tenders, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the other issue is the issue of white elephants, Honorable Speaker. That one have come out very clearly. Apart from the Mtiani House that started in 1986, Honorable Speaker, and still going on and still allocate money, and apart from other programs that have been raised from 18 million all the way to 200 million, and we are not yet there, we have not finished paying, we have a balance of 70 million, Honorable Speaker. There is this issue of standard gauge railway. Honorable Speaker, I used to see from the media saying that it is a rail to nowhere. I did not believe them until I followed phase 2B of standard gauge railway, Honorable Speaker. It ended up in a remote area called Emurtoto. The shopping center have one shop and one butchery. Honorable Speaker, if the rail to nowhere does not mean that, then I don't know what it means, Honorable Speaker. What is the catchment area of one butchery that is open only on Wednesdays and one small shop, Honorable Speaker, will be a catchment area for a rail that have ended there? Because I believe for economic viability of any infrastructure, the road or a rally, then it must start from a bigger town, end in a big town, so that there will be transportation between the two and a catchment area, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the standard gauge railway is only 12 kilometers shy of Narok. But from the Suswa economic zone, we have already constructed 52 kilometers to Emurtot, Honorable Speaker. That 52 kilometers, Honorable Speaker, is their misuse, Honorable Speaker. It is open for vandalism, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, construction of 12 kilometers will have given the standard gauge railway economic viability by opening up the Great Lake region, opening up Narok and part of northern Tanzania, and opening up South Rift, Honorable Speaker, and Central Rift, Honorable Speaker. It will be transporting wheat, barley, potatoes, animal byproducts, soapstones, Honorable Speaker, and even fish from Kisumu, Honorable Speaker. But I don't know why it is stalled. I don't know if it is because of some of the MPs, and I plead with the government, and I plead with my president. If I have wronged you in any way, forgive me. Don't punish Narok residents because of some of us. If MPs from that region have joined Tanga, please don't punish the 2 million voters from that region because of some of us. Let us have the standard gauge railway be complete at least to a town. Even if it is not to Kisumu, as a feature earlier, through Bomet and Kisii, then just let it fall in where roads accessibility is there. There is only motorbike access to where the standard gauge railway have ended in Memurtot. No vehicle can reach Emurtot. It's only about a motorcycle or a bicycle, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, again, I may be very notorious in speaking my mind, Honorable Speaker, but I still plead with the government. In the name of God, don't punish 6.5 million Kenyans with disability because of me. 250 million, Honorable Speaker, have been chopped from the budget of National Council for Persons with Disability. 250 million. And this is the money that goes for wheelchairs. Honorable Speaker, there are still Kenyans with disability crawling in our streets. There is a child with disability crawling into the pit latrine, the dirty pit latrine of a primary school, Honorable Speaker, and soiling their hands, Honorable Speaker, and using the same hands to eat food. The self-esteem of that child is lowered, and even passing exam become a problem, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, now we are chopping 250 million from person with disability, Honorable Speaker. Some of this money, Honorable Speaker, around 50 million, goes for sunscreen lotion to protect people with albinism from the effect of sun rays. Sun rays for person with albinism bring cancer, Honorable Speaker. We can no longer protect them because the government have chopped money from the National Council for Persons with Disability, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, some of the money that was chopped, around 30 million, was intended for school bursaries for children with disabilities, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to inform the House that as a person with disability, my only option to succeed in life is education. I cannot become a shepherd. I cannot become a watchman because they'll break my other leg that was a bit stable, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I cannot fruit mkokoteni, Honorable Speaker. My option is probably to study. If I'm blind, I become a lawyer because lawyers use their brains and mouth. Honorable Speaker, if I'm physically disabled, I become a doctor or I become a politician. And nowadays, to be an MP, you need a degree. So these people need degrees so that they can become here because they are physically disabled, but they have their mouth and they have the brain, just the way I've used my mouth without speed governor here in this House, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, but their money have been chopped. How will they get education? Honorable Speaker, lastly, the commercial attaches, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, in this country, we export nothing and import everything. No wonder our economy is going down year after year. Honorable Speaker, human resource, one brain channel to proper use is more worth than all the oil wells in Libya, Honorable Speaker. If we channel our youth, because they are very brilliant youth, into proper use by exporting labor, Honorable Speaker, into the Middle East and other countries. Because we went to Qatar. In Qatar, there are 35,000 Kenyans, migrant workers, working there. We need to export more of our laborers so that we can earn foreign exchange and also reduce this issue of unemployment. I do support, Honorable Speaker, this particular report. Thank you.
Well spoken and passionately so, the Honorable Sankok. But I do believe that the budget cannot be made or proposed with the intention to punish certain sections of the population just because of their association. Because the freedom of association is protected under Article 36 of our own Constitution. And every one of us is allowed, is free to associate in whatever form that they may wish to. So we cannot budget with the intention to punish certain sections of our population just because they may be associating with people that for the moment we may not desire ourselves to associate with. So the budget is our budget. And the constraints may be the reasons why certain budgets have been reduced must be the exigencies of the time. But I do not believe it's because of associating with one person or the other one that may not look desirable to some quarters. So that is the way it is. The Honorable